Hi, I'm Tareeq.
Hi, I'm Chinthaka Thenuwara.
I've been a former DJ and played lots on vinyl. Vinyl is where it all began for DJs like myself. So in the 80s, we did not have any other format to play music at parties and events and stuff like that. So we had to get ourselves vinyl. I first touched a record that belonged to my father, which we used to have a few records lying around at home. This was mid-80s. So that's when I really got into understanding what vinyl was. Progressing as a DJ and playing out, I continued to play on cassettes, and I used to borrow records from others, but then didn't really have a turntable, so then get another turntable from somewhere and then try to. The main thing there was to play it on vinyl, and that was the excitement. So I didn't own a lot of vinyl. I actually didn't own any. It was all other people's, and even the turntable was either borrowed from someone down the road or just a friend, something like that.
It started with the age of 10, I would say. I inherited some of my father's old tapes and some unwanted vinyl and a beat up old player. And then from there it was non-stop till now.
In this space here, I think I've got about 20 to 25,000 records. Still a few more boxes to go. I think in total I'm looking at about 45, 50,000, somewhere there.
Difficult. I haven't done a recent count. Probably it's small compared to what some people have, like 3,000, 3,500.
I was about 16, 17 at the time. The very first record I bought was Love Really Hurts Without You by Billy Ocean. Unfortunately, that's not here at the moment because I just can't seem to find it. But I remember purchasing this one, Stevie Wonder. These are EPs. I Just Called to Say I Love You. I think it was 86 that these came out. And the Police, Dad was a huge Police fan. So, it was his money that I was using to buy vinyl, and I had to get something that he liked. So this was another record I picked up of Piya Tilaka, Uyana Records. And this one, I very clearly remember this. I took it with me even to Australia. This is Earth, Wind and Fire. It has Fantasy on one side and September on the other. These were some of the very early records I bought, and it was around 500 rupees. It was a lot of money back then, and I still keep these separately. They are very precious to me. They're very fond memories.
My first record, I would say, which was a Simon and Garfunkel record, which was pretty bad, dirty. I mean, I still remember the smell of it still. I still had that record with me.
So in Australia, this was a promo, white label promo that I was trying to get my hands on, because this song, De La Souls, Me, Myself and I, was a hit. And I just did not have a promo. So there was this one guy selling this record for $70 in Australian dollars back then. There was a lot of money.
One particular Pink Floyd picture, which was limited to only 800 or something, that I got it for maximum I would have spent about 25,000.
Right now, I think this record, George Michael, he's gone. Rest in peace. And this album came out in 95, older. And this is, I've just noticed that it's very expensive on Discogs. And a lot of these 90s records that came out, they made very few copies. Also because, CDs were big, they were banging, the stores were full of CDs. So vinyl albums, this is an album, right? Were very few pressings. So this is quite expensive, I think, now. So I'd consider this quite a expensive record.
I think one of the Beatles records from the first 300 during the Beatlemania, which is fun. I had all their first albums, which I was lucky enough to get a collection from somebody. I got it quite cheap. Part of it was bought by somebody else, and I took half of it. And there was one particular record there, which I checked with the numbers and all that. and it's worth about, I think, 1.5 lakhs in rupees worth.
Firstly, I think there are some people who have really made this vinyl community grow. There's a seller by the name of Shehan Pereira who's done wonders. So many of my friends buy vinyl from him. There's this guy called Roshan who's created a nice WhatsApp group. So yeah, that's really great because there's an emerging community and there's an emerging age demographic basically who are really into vinyl, which is fantastic.
It has a mixed thought. I mean, there are some that just go for the trend of it. There are the real collectors like among us who enjoy the music, enjoy the vinyl, you know, the smell and everything of it. Some of them are there to just make money out of it also. It's kind of a roller coaster ride, I would say.
So I'm speaking from a DJ's perspective. Today, for me, vinyl is a passion. It's very much a part of my roots, my history. Yeah, for me, vinyl is very personal and it's a very big part of my life.
Not that I buy and I would sell stuff, but I sell my vinyl if I get like 2 of each or something. Other than that, it's mostly for collecting and the sentimental value of it.